Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the G.I. Joe Classified David Big Ben Bennett, number 77 in the line. Now, you may be asking yourself, you don't normally say the full name, and you're correct, I don't. But because his name is David Bennett, his code name is clearly derived from where he's from and his name, Big Ben. So anyway, just wanted to get that out there. You have no idea how many times I actually tried that. So, here we go. He's a Walmart exclusive. I did get him early from shipping from overseas. Yes, I do not get free product, if that's what you were wondering. I do pay a little bit extra to get them over, or at least I tried. So anyway, you got the Night Force logo. Again, Walmart exclusive. Here's some wonderful photography of it. And then in the back, you got the artwork. You got the figure here, more artwork. Again, all the little Easter eggs that are in the back with the little corgi. Here's the accessories that he does come with. Again, 77 on the line. The file card, I'm no longer going to talk about that. You know my feelings on it. There's a better way to do it. Here we have the sticker, which normally wouldn't be on the U.S. release, but because, like I said, I got it from overseas, it's going to be a sticker. So if you want a mint in box, you don't want to ship from overseas. Not to mention, customs may mess with it. So here's the figure. As you can see, 6.5 inches tall. That's including the hat. So here's a tall figure. But probably a lot because of the hat. You got the British flag right here. Then you got his marker, his emblem, whatever he is. I believe it's not real, but again, this is an action figure. It's not a true SAS figure. If you want a video like that, if you want a review like that, go elsewhere, you'll find it. Again, everything that he comes with. But anyway, let's stop looking at this and let's look at this. But before I do, if you like the channel, if you like the content that I've been giving you, take a second. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I do drop another classified video. And I have more coming. God knows we have more coming. All right, here he is. Again, artwork looks extremely nice. Again, just little things that the Hasbro team or the G.I. Joe team has done. Here's the locker. Again, 77, G.I. Joe emblem. It's upside down. Again, this has been talked about to death. Nice idea. I just think it's poorly executed, but hey, no one was probably going to use it anyway. So let's quickly take a look at the weapons that he does have. And right off the bat, we'll look at the machine gun. And oh my God, Hasbro, why are these things always bent? Now, we were told they were supposed to have cardboard in here that was going to hold them straight. It really doesn't matter. The point is that they're this really soft plastic. And I've come to the point where, look at this. I can just flex it back and forth. Sure, I can fix it, but this needs to be 13 and up. Now, this is fine. I mean, yeah, it has some flexibility to it, but I don't get it. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. It's time. You have weapons. Here, perfect. You know what? I got this right here. I'll be doing this review later. This gun that came with, the Alley Viper. Right? It's not too hard. Right? It's not too soft. It stays straight. Hasbro, this is what you need to use. Stop using this shit. All right. Off my rant. Still on the steroids. So I'm a little angry. All right. So here we go. First look, the machine gun looks pretty good. I don't have a problem with it. I like the handle up here. It does have a bipod that unfortunately doesn't fold out, but I'm actually okay with that. Again, all that extra tooling. And again, someone's going to say, stop making excuses for Hasbro, after I just yelled at them about it. But the detail looks nice. No paint apps. Now, there is a dispute whether or not weapons have paint on them. And some do, some don't. But either way, just to have a tinge of paint on it, it shows that you're putting some detail into it. Again, these are action figures. So here he does have the box for his ammo. Now, the ammo is painted, so that looks nice. I'm going to pop this up here. So when you do that, it does give you a nice look. It would have been nice had the ammo box maybe, but just been like just a slightly different shade of gray, maybe black. Maybe the stock be black. It just pops a little bit more. So there you go. It comes off real easily. Again, the detail looks nice. I like the bullets. They should have made it so you could have the bullets coming out the other side. Maybe where you could use roadblocks, ammo belt. I know, maybe it's not realistic, but hey, that's life. Ooh, and that fell right off, which it almost looks like it's broken. Hold on, give me a second here while I pick up the handle. So, he does come with this AR style rifle. Now, I did not realize from all the pics till I saw a video that is a double barrel. Now, kind of cool, like just as something fun, but I don't know if I need the purpose of that, or I need that. I can't really use two blast effects coming out of that. So this handle here, which is supposed to go on, but unfortunately, you can see how it's molded. There's no way that's going to stay on. Now, I haven't checked other reviews to see if maybe that's an issue, because I didn't even know this. But you can tell that that's supposed to be longer, so this thing would clamp on. So, looking at it, they actually did a different, it looks like a different shade of gray there. So, disappointing. That's going to get put in the bag if I use this weapon, because what can I really do with it? So, the detail on this looks pretty nice. It does look like up here, maybe that's a different shade of gray. So maybe there are a little bit different shades. Or maybe just my eyes playing tricks on me. But you do have this, you have the stock. It does not collapse. It doesn't move, but it's made to look like that. And then you have the magazines, which looks like there are two magazines possibly taped together. So they're put together. Gonna pop this thing in there. And all in all, the gun looks pretty nice. When you see that it's double-barreled, again, I can kind of get over it as G.I. Joe, but I don't think you really needed something like that. I think it would have looked like a nicer weapon if it just had a single barrel. It is fairly straight, which is good. I mean, it's kind of soft. Maybe a little bit harder plastic. That's all we're really asking for. Then we got his automatic pistol. I always loved weapons like this. This is what scrap iron should have come with. It was always my favorite gun that came with scrap iron, that automatic pistol. So it looks kind of like what I remember calling a box Uzi as a kid. I know it's not the same thing, but it does look fairly similar. It's got an extended magazine, which does not come out. And then you have the suppressor that pops right on. So I think it looks pretty cool. It's got some nice detail. Again, everything is just molded in one color. The only thing that really pops is the bullets in the machine gun. Oh, and this piece, the handle, that fell off, that I can't use. All right, so here is the gas mask. Now, as we can see, it pegs, the neck actually pegs in. So this thing does not move around. So I'm not really sure if this can be used on other figures. I never pull the neck out. So, and it would also have to be a white character. So you have the gas, or you have the ventilation on one side, not on this side. There is some reasons to it. Some of them have two, some of them have one. I guess a lot has to do with if you're a righty, you don't want that in the way. The front of it looks really nice. You got this silvered out eyes. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I think it looks good. You have the exposed body, which I'm assuming is how it is in real life. And then you have his hood over him. All right, now let's get to the figure. And let's just hit all the articulation, because there are some people that are new to the line. So you have the head here. It pretty much just rocks back and forth. T-pose, no issues. Bicep swivel. You got your double pinless joints. Again, no heating so far on any of this. You got your ab crunch, so it gets a good movement right there. You got the skirt that's going to hang down to break it up. Jean-Claude Van Damme is pretty good. Drop down hips, which not too much, but I'm not a big fan of them as is. Whew, okay, so that knee was kind of difficult. Might need to stop and warm this up. Okay, so knee seems to bend easily here. Right here I'm having an issue. Same with this one. boot cut. Boots move back and forth, look really nice. Again, so we're going to pause it for a second so I can heat this up really quick and make sure the knees actually move. All right, I'm back. A little bit of heat, loosen up the joints. Listen, I know there are people that want to say you should never have to heat a figure. That is BS. That is part of this. All right, that is part of the collecting culture, especially with adult collectibles. Don't be a superhero. Don't break your figure and then be like, oh yeah, look what I did. It broke. This thing's crap. Take some time. I don't care what manufacturer it is, what brand it is. Heat the figure up. If you feel something that's getting a little too tight, just heat it up. It's not a big deal. So, all right. So I do not have an O-ring figure to compare this to. So I'm not going to try. Actually, I do have an O-ring somewhere down. But it's not the original. So I don't even know if it's the same mold. And I don't know why I told you that. You don't need to know that. So quickly, we'll take a look at the face sculpt. I do think the face looks really good. You have this camouflage on it. Now, looking at it, it almost like, my glasses here. All right, so he has it looks like he has an earpiece, which happens to be the same color as his camouflage. And the earpiece actually sticks out. So it makes the camouflage looks like it is actually sticking out also, where it's, you know, embroidered on it, which wouldn't make too much sense. But it's not. So, looking at the eyes, they look really good. He has a menacing, a nice menacing look. Looks a little angry. Lips look good. No overtone to the color. I do like the hat. It looks really nice. Again, you can kind of, it looks like it's supposed to be soft on the inside. There have been people that have criticized this. Again, this is an action figure for G.I. Joe. The bullet belt, I'm not sure I fully understand, because it's not a real bullet belt. There are bullets strapped to his belt. But again, it's more or less what he had in the original. People cry that they don't have the original figures, then they cry when they get the original figure. Here is an emblem. I believe this is supposed to be their SAS type emblem. Again, I was told this is not the original, and some people whined and cried and complained about it. He has his Joe Pro that's still on it, which I do like that they're carrying this over. I don't have a problem that the first line was a little bit more futuristic. This is G.I. Joe. Have you not seen how the whole O-ring line went? There's his British flag. The cuffs look really nice. The fact that they're a different color really accents and pulls away from it. You really do need to pull this off to see behind it. But there's nice detail. I like the fact that there's two different colors here. The belt buckles are different colors, so it does pull away. And the belt loops are different. So I wish they would do this with all the figures. Or some I feel like maybe they kind of toss it in. So you got your pouches here. Here's going to be a place for the suppressor. There's a place for the magazine. Another magazine. Am I missing a magazine? Oh, no, that's for the pistol. Sorry. That's for the pistol. That's how out of it I am. Again, bunch of pouches. I like the boots. They don't bother me. I'm not a military person. I think they look good. I can't tell you if they're the proper boots or they're not. Other people will go online and tell you that this is wrong. An action figure is wrong. I said that an action figure is wrong. So anyway, there he is. I think he looks pretty nice there. Let's pop the head off. So, the head here sits on this joint. All right, so the head is actually probably removable. I don't really like doing this, but I'm not going to try. I would have to heat this up and try and pop that off. So now we're going to take the gas mask and pop it on. So the disappointing thing I think that people were having is that you're going to have to pull stuff off the neck if you want to use this gas mask on other figures. Now, I've never done that. I don't really pull them off from there. Maybe something that I'll experiment with a figure that I have multiples of that I don't care if I break it. But looking at him quickly, I think he looks really nice. All armored up like that. So now you have multiple gas masks, because obviously they're going in caves and crevices and different things like that. Obviously you can use the different bats and different things like that, but the more these Night Force characters are having this an alternate gas mask. But I want to see Big Ben and his face, and let's get his neck on properly. There we go. So let's remove this. All right. So the magazine is going to hang out quite some bit. God, I should not watch other videos before I do my own review, because I will criticize when I shouldn't, because we're not supposed to be criticizing. But the fact is, it's a goddamn fucking toy. Okay. So the magazine stands out. It doesn't really bother me. Here's where the suppressor is going to go. You know, what I do have a problem with is stuff like this. Good idea, poorly executed. And again, QC issues happen. I do get that. My biggest problem becomes the fact that, well, they've had too many. Hasbro has had way too many. And it is really something that they need to address from all their lines. It's not just a G.I. Joe line. This is an all-line issue. So really easy to get imposed here. Yes, and this is just me rambling on. Now again, as you can see as I move in, as I'm trying to pose him, the butt of the stock is literally just bending. It just bends because the plastic is so damn cheap. It's soft, it's cheap. It just bothers the hell out of me. Can I even get him in a machine gunner position? Might be kind of difficult. Again, without that stock bending like that. I was able to get Snow Job mostly in one. So, what I will say is if you bend the elbow here, the elbow's bent, then you can cross over better. If you bend the elbow here, then there's not enough room. So, with the elbow bent like this, same with Snow Job, don't really have a problem. I bet low light will be the same way. I do not have low light yet. So, if I want to get him in a machine gunner position, there you go. Now where he's shooting, God only knows, because the barrel is not straight. Let's try the AR without the handle. I really would have liked to have the handle because it would have fit really nice. I guess I can always hold the handle. It ain't going to work. I ain't even going to try. So, with this one here, you may want to bend the elbow in a different position. But we're not going to. This is a big, bulky figure. So you can also use him with your Snow Job and different things like that because he is kind of winterized. Now, maybe he stands out like a sore thumb, but again, remember, Quick Kick was cruising around with Snow Job in his shirtless gi pants. So again, easy enough. Can we get him to stand without a problem? There we go. You always need someone to protect your outhouse. So anyway, that's the Big Ben. What can I say? Alright, so let me add this in here. I said that it's too bad that this didn't come out, the bipod. Well, I was absolutely wrong. So I was playing around trying to do some pictures here. The bipod does fold out. As you can see, I'm doing such a wonderful job of doing it. But as I'm trying to do pictures here, the bipod does come out. So I apologize, a mistake on my part, but before someone corrects me, and if you do correct me in the comments, it means you didn't watch the whole video, and I'll know now. Alright, so final thoughts on Big Ben. I think this is a wonderful looking figure. I think the gas mask looks really good. I think his face sculpt looks good. The paint looks good. For the most part, the figure is perfectly fine, even keeping the Joe Pro, which again, I do like. What I don't like is the soft plastic on the weaponry. It is something that is unacceptable in this day and age. We saw with the Alley Viper that I showed you during the review. I think the weapons look really nice. The double-barreled AR, again, kind of quirky, but it's G.I. Joe. It's not real. I understand that. I just think that this is unacceptable. I can deal with not even having the paint apps, but I can tell you already, looking at some of these weapons with this AR that he's holding here, he's starting to put pressure on it, and it is starting to bend the weapons. It's going to force people to go elsewhere to buy other weapons. I don't want to have to do that with every single figure that I got. So anyway, that's my final thought on it. Nice figure. Again, Hasbro needs to fix their weapons. Alright, so there you have it. That is the Big Ben review. I'm not going to keep you any longer, but if you are on social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, a Punk with Toys, give me a follow over there, especially Instagram. I'm over there all the time. Facebook group page, Punks with Toys, because once you join, you're a Punk with Toys. And last but not least, if you like the content that I'm giving you, if you like the G.I. Joe stuff, take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time that I do drop a G.I. Joe video. But before you leave, don't go anywhere. You stayed this long. Up here, well, you know what? I'm going to drop the Snow Serpent video, and here's all the classified videos that I've done. Take care.